Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing breaking news. New law passed. Sneezing is now illegal. Sounds crazy, right? But imagine living in a world where letting out even a tiny, harmless sneeze could get you fined, arrested, or even thrown in sneeze jail. It doesn't matter if it's allergies, a tickle, or just some pepper floating through the air. If you sneeze, you're a criminal. Wild, right? So let's dive into this sneezy dystopia and find out what life would actually look like if sneezing was against the law. First things first, people would immediately start panicking. Allergy sufferers would be doomed. Springtime? Forget about it. Flower festivals would shut down, outdoor picnics would be considered a public health hazard, and you'd probably see people walking around in hazmat suits just to avoid pollen. Pharmacies would be sold out of every antihistamine, nasal spray, and home remedy known to mankind. Home remedies would explode in popularity. Grandmas everywhere would be whispering secret sneeze cures, passed down through generations. Meanwhile, people would invent weird tricks like tapping their forehead 3 times, holding their breath for 30 seconds, or humming awkwardly in public just to stop a sneeze from sneaking out. The slightest nose twitch would make everyone around you freak out, inch away, and maybe even pull out their phones to start recording. Breaking news. Local man sneezes at grocery store, authorities called. The workplace would turn into a battlefield. Offices would require sneeze audits, and HR departments would have to deal with serious sneeze-related lawsuits. Imagine being in a big meeting, feeling that dreaded tickle, and desperately trying not to let it out while everyone side-eyes you like you're a ticking time bomb. Schools would turn into sneeze-free zones with no sneeze pledges, sneeze monitoring apps, and maybe even sneeze snitch hotlines. Kids would live in fear of that one rogue sneeze betraying them right before recess. And good luck being a teacher trying to get through allergy season without sneezing once. That's basically career suicide. Over time, technology would jump in to save us. Companies would create fancy anti-sneeze devices, little implants or wearable tech that detect a sneeze coming and zap it away with a tiny electric pulse. Sounds awful, but hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. Entire industries would spring up around sneeze prevention. Anti-sneeze fashion would become a thing, with clothes that somehow filter out irritants or masks that neutralize sneezes before they happen. Face masks would be high-tech, glamorous, and maybe even designer. Introducing the 2025 Gucci Sneeze Shield, now with 99% sneeze suppression power. Social behavior would shift hard. People would stop shaking hands, hugging, or even standing close to each other just in case. You know how today if someone coughs, everyone gives them a side eye? Now multiply that reaction by 1,000. Someone so much as sniffles near you, and people would dive for cover like it's an action movie. Dating would get super awkward too. Imagine going out on a first date and constantly worrying, what if I sneeze and get arrested mid-dessert? Romantic, right? Government-wise, enforcement would be a nightmare. There'd be sneeze detectors in public spaces, sneeze patrol officers roaming malls and parks, and courtroom dramas where people argue, it wasn't a sneeze, Your Honor, it was a forceful exhale. Fake sneeze accusations would become a thing. Rival politicians would accuse each other of sneezing in secret to ruin careers. Entire political campaigns could hinge on how sneeze-free a candidate's record is. Conspiracy theories would swirl about secret underground sneeze cults fighting for the right to, well, just breathe freely. Emotionally, it would mess us up big time. Sneezing is one of those weird human things that we just can't fully control. It's like laughing or crying. Trying to suppress it all the time would make life feel stiff and stressful. People might develop whole new types of anxiety just from the fear of sneezing in public. Therapy sessions would be packed with people venting, I almost sneezed at my cousin's wedding and now I can't sleep at night. We might even start missing sneezes, that weirdly satisfying feeling of finally letting it out after a long build-up. Gone forever. Life would feel incomplete, like eating a sandwich without bread. In the end, if sneezing became illegal, society would twist itself into a hilariously dysfunctional pretzel trying to stop something completely natural. Sure, we might have cleaner public spaces, less spread of germs, and way fewer allergy memes, but we'd also lose a tiny, silly human part of ourselves. Because sometimes a sneeze isn't just a sneeze. It's proof that we're messy, unpredictable, and wonderfully alive. So next time you sneeze, be grateful you're not getting hauled off by the sneeze police. At least, not yet. What do you think? Would you survive in a no-sneeze society? Or would you be leading the underground sneeze rebellion? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more wild, what-if adventures here at What If Factory. Until next time, stay sneeze-free, or at least practice your ninja sneeze skills.